What's up, guys? Welcome to the Test of Time series where we play old games to see if they're still worth playing today in 2024. Today's a really exciting one, similar to my last episode where I played the unofficial Super Nintendo port of DuckTales. We're doing the same thing today, except we're playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So I'm super excited. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is definitely one of my all-time favorite games. Now, I will say I have beat the game. I've beat Iron Mike before. It's been a very long time. I'm going to see if I can do it here on the Super Nintendo. It'll be fun. I don't know what's really changed in this game in the Super Nintendo port. I elected to not read what's changed and just be surprised. Once again, this port's done by Infidelity, and I will leave his information in the description box below. I don't think this game really needs any type of introduction. It's quite legendary in my book. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Good old Glass Joe. 1 in 99. All right. Damn, that's crazy. Glass Joe's 38. So I'm 1 year older than Glass Joe. When I first played this game, I think I was probably 4 or 5. So one thing you guys can see it's different is the HUD is not up top. And it's on the bottom now. So that's cool. Pretty standard. I will say the colors do look more vibrant here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below if you think the colors look more vibrant. You know, I think it's similar to how DuckTales was. When I played DuckTales in the last episode, the colors just seem to pop a little bit more. And that makes sense since this is a Super Nintendo port. Oh, Von Kaiser. I think we have like the same mustache. Look at that. Like totally, right? And he's from Germany. I'm half German, half Italian, so that makes sense. Get some stars here. Oh man, I can't believe I got hit. And then here's the classic combo. So once he does the uppercut, all you gotta do is combo right there. And as long as you go combo left, right, he'll go down. So watch. Like, you could literally turn away. Just gotta have that rhythm down. All right, here we go. So if I recall, this is Piston Honda. Yeah, classic. Classic. Obviously, like one thing I always loved about Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is just the huge characters. This was such a large sprite for the NES era. Quick down. Here we go. I will say it's been a long time since I played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, so again, at some point, I'm probably going to run into some trouble. I don't expect it to be this early, but rust may play a role here. Here we go. TKO. I used to love this scene too back in the day. I think everybody did. And I remember he always reminded me of Carl Winslow from Family Matters. This totally reminded me of that. Love it. And the classic pink jumpsuit. Here we go. Good old Don Flamenco, looking like Manu Ginobili. I remember when Ginobili first came into the NBA, and I'm like, dude, that's totally Don Flamenco. I still think that, like, just look at his face, man. They look like the same dude. Same thing here. Combos, man. Combo platter all day. Yeah, as I'm playing this, I would say the colors look a lot more vibrant. Everything just looks sharper and smoother. And so it seems like that's kind of a common theme with these NES to Super Nintendo ports. Here we go, we got King Hippo, classic. I loved King Hippo in the cartoon Captain N. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. If you have, let me know in the comments section below. It's pretty old school. And of course with King Hippo, you just gotta knock him out once. And if you've never played this game before, I mean, you're seeing the strategy right now. You gotta wait for King Hippo to open up his mouth, hit him in the face, and then hit him in the stomach. And you can't hit him in the stomach until you've hit him in the face. And he never gets up. You just knock him out once, he's done for. He's too out of shape. Little Great Tiger. You know, that's one thing I love about the Punch-Out games is that each fight is a puzzle. And just looking at Great Tiger, right, in this picture, you could see the gem sparkling on the turban. And that's exactly how you get a star against Great Tiger, is when the gem sparkles in the match, you gotta punch him in the face right when it sparkles, and then you'll get a star so you can do your super punch. See? There we go, 3 stars. And then you got this. You can just keep hitting him in the gut. 2, 3. Great Tiger's probably gonna do his special move in a second here. And this move used to get us back when we were kids. We didn't understand what to do when he did this move. Here it is. And you have to block. That's it. So back in the day, we would try to dodge it like left and right. I think because we didn't even know you could block. And that's just the funny part about like playing video games as kids. If you rented a video game and it didn't have an instruction booklet, it's not like you could just like go online and see how to play it and watch somebody else beat it. That's not how it worked back in the day. All right, Bald Bull. Bald Bull was also in the Super Nintendo game, Super Punch-Out. And that is a game that I will play as well in this series. That's one I'm going to revisit. Because to me, like Super Punch-Out, that was definitely one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. I've always been a fan of Punch-Out. Here we go. Yes! Sometimes it's hard to time. If you don't time it right, like automatically knocked out. Doesn't matter. You could have a full health bar. If he hits you with that punch, you're knocked down. Pretty solid so far. I've been able to beat all the opponents in the first round, so not bad, not bad. Okay, now we're in the world circuit. So this is the final circuit. And of course, you're facing the champion from the minor circuit as your first fight in the world circuit. So it just goes to show that it's gonna be a lot harder. This is probably what you'd consider to be like a difficulty spike back in the day. Same thing. But if you don't punch him right there, he's gonna light you up. We took him down in 1 minute. So if you guys don't know, in the arcade version, his name was, I think, Vodka Popinski. But he wasn't drinking soda, he was drinking vodka. It was pretty funny because, of course, he's from Russia, so Russians, vodka. Of course, Nintendo's gonna censor it. There's no way they're gonna have him chugging a bottle of vodka before the match, but it's still really cool. And he's got Ganon's laugh from Zelda 2, which is really funny. Okay, solid, solid. There we go. That was 3, right? Is that 3? Yeah. All right, here we go, Bald Bull. So Bald Bull is tougher playing him in the world circuit. His punches are way faster if I recall. Yeah. And you see I'm punching him with his health bar already depleted. So Bald Bull, you have to hit him with a super punch in order to knock him down. Like that, it took me a long time to perfect getting that punch down. It's not as easy as it looks. He always gets up. I think that's it. Is that 3? Yes! It's a lot tougher. A lot tougher. So the last on Flamenco, he won't hit you unless you hit him. This one he comes out on the offensive. Flamenco strikes back, Return of the Dawn. Love it. Is that 3? Yes! Okay, now I think it's Mr. Sandman. Yeah, dude, this guy's tough. Really tough. That right there, that punch right there. Devastating. God, he's tough. So at least I blocked his super punch because that would have been KO'd. Join the Nintendo Fun Club today, Mac. Classic. Like, little Mac just got his ass beat, and all Doc can say is like, hey, dude, just join the Nintendo Fun Club. You'll be all right. Yes! I thought that was 3. What? That's 3. Let's go. Ooh. I think Sandman's harder than Macho, man. He's definitely the second hardest fight in the game, is Sandman. Dude, the way he makes his pecs bounce is just like, I don't know, man. It's something else. Solid, solid. Jeez. This is like the best I've ever done against Super Macho, man. I don't want to jinx it. First round TKO? That's not easy. That's not easy. I swear, guys, that's not easy. Try to do it. Try yourself. Oh, shit. Here it is. It's time. I'm already nervous. Damn. Here he is. So again, I beat this before. It's been a long time. I beat it more than once. But again, it's not easy. There is a strategy to this fight with Iron Mike, but it's usually not enough. The biggest thing, though, is surviving the first minute and 30 seconds. Man, that is a vibrant green now. It's going to take some practice. Big time. It's going to take a lot of practice, but I'm determined. So like fighting Mike is a lot of it's rhythm and like getting this pattern and rhythm down for that first minute and 30 seconds. It takes practice, like a lot. Now you guys will notice that during this fight with Tyson, I'm really not saying anything, and I'm not trying to give my audience the silent treatment. It's just when you're fighting Mike, like you need to be in the zone with AutoZone, like 100% focused on the task at hand, because this is never an easy fight. When you can get hit once and get knocked down, it's never going to be easy, right? And so you just need to really focus. It's important during this first minute and 30 seconds. You know, all these punches will knock you out. It's important to react instead of anticipate, because when you anticipate, he doesn't have the same moveset every time. It's not the same attack pattern. The timing's different. So if you try to like anticipate and memorize all of his moves and then anticipate dodging left or right, you're going to wind up on the mat. So it doesn't seem like it, but you do have time during that first minute and 30 to react to his punches. And as soon as you see that the animation's starting, you can dodge left or right. It just doesn't seem like you do, but you do. But you got to be fast. You absolutely have to be lightning fast with that dodge. And so again, like I said, you got to be super dialed in. And I will say that I lost to Mike a bunch of times before this match that you're seeing right now. And so you will see the results. Let me just say that. You'll see the results of this match. I don't want to give anything away. But it took me a while to get to this point. It takes a lot of practice. So if you try this yourself, just know it takes practice, okay? It's not easy. This is Iron Mike. This is Mike Tyson, okay? It's never going to be easy to knock this guy out. And, you know, I'm glad that Nintendo made Mike Tyson so legendary. This is definitely one of the most legendary boss fights in all of video games. So to be able to beat Mike, I think to have that on your, you know, your virtual, you could say, video game resume is really cool. And the majority of people that I know, gamers, friends, family, throughout the years, because again, I've been playing this since I was a kid in the 80s. And the majority of people that I know, actually, let me rephrase that. When I say majority, I don't know anybody who's beat Mike. Obviously, I know there's people out there that have beat Mike Tyson. Obviously. But my point is that I don't have anyone that I personally know that's beat Mike. And my point is it's very hard. You know, you talk about the game at school, nobody's beat Mike. You talk about it at the gym playing basketball, we're talking about Mike Tyson's punch out, nobody's beat Mike. They've tried, it's too hard. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of things that I'm like, all right, if no one's done it, like I really want to try and do this. And I gotta say, it was interesting facing him on the Super Nintendo, because it's not the same as the NES. It did feel harder. It really did, and I mentioned that earlier in this video, but all these matches just felt a little bit tougher. So at any rate, I'm going to hop off now because we're about to come to an end on this match. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Woo! Did it! Oh my God. That was not easy. My hands were sweating so bad. That was more stressful than I thought it was going to be. My body's so tense from like tensing up playing. I feel like I need to go pop some ibuprofen. Holy shit. Look, I'm just saying that I beat this on regular Nintendo plenty of times, and I will say, I'm not trying to discount it. It's always hard. Always hard. This is never easy for me. But it did feel harder on this Super Nintendo port. Man, I'm glad this is over. I will say though that overall I think this looks a lot better. The sprites look bigger, they look cleaner, the colors look nicer. Man, I gotta say though, that was a challenge. Like, I've been playing the Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and that's hard. Like, it definitely feels just as hard, let's say that. Because there's some hard stuff, obviously, in Elden Ring. You know, I did platinum the game, but the Erdtree DLC is really hard, no doubt. But with Tyson, I feel like there's really no way to cheese it. There's no strategy to cheese the win. Like, you just have to beat him. You just have to do it. You gotta dodge the first minute and 30 seconds of straight one-hit kills and then make your way through it. And it's just hard because you start getting into a rhythm of like dodging left, dodging right, trying to block this, you know, knowing when he's gonna do a stiff jab or a hook or an uppercut. And you just get into a rhythm as you're playing it to where, you know, your goal is to react on screen to his punches, but his punches are so fast that you also are trying to anticipate it instead of just reacting, right? Usually you can dodge the punch quick enough when you react, but when you anticipate, then it can get a little risky because if you time it wrong, he's gonna hit you with a knockout. Even you guys saw in this fight, when I had a super punch, I hit him like 3 times, and I knew I could have hit him 3 more times, but he did an uppercut. I hit him 3 times, and I go to hit him with the super punch, and he just magically wakes up and then hits me with an uppercut. I'm like, oh shit. Like, did I just ruin this perfect opportunity? And thankfully I did, and I was able to recover and you know, get him beat within the time limit. And I wanted to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to win by decision, and I know you can, but I wanted to beat him. I wanted to knock him down. I wanted to actually get a TKO on him, so I'm glad that ended up happening because I was thinking to myself, like, man, if I win, but I win by decision, I'm not going to feel good about that. Like, I need to get a TKO, so I'm glad I didn't have to cross that path, I guess you could say. Again, it feels different. Feels like some things are not exactly as you remember them, for sure. Like, there's some more random RNG elements to this, so this was really fun, really cool. I'm looking forward to playing more games that are MSU1 or, you know, like Super Nintendo CD games, because there's a lot out there and I have a lot ready to play, so looking forward to it. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to the Test of Time. And if you guys can't tell, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out certainly still passes the test of time. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments section below. What do you think about Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? Have you beat this game before? If so, how long ago was it? And let me know if you're going to try playing this on the Super Nintendo. Stay tuned for the next Test of Time episode. Thanks, guys.